We have been discussing Sri Valmiki Ramayan, Ayodhya Kand. Sri Ram has been informed by his stepmother Kaikeyi that he should go to forest because his father Dasharat has given 2 promises and he has to fulfill. Bharat will become the king of Ayodhya and Ram should go to forest for 14 years. So now Sri Ram came to his home. He informed his mother Kausalya, and we heard a very heart-touching, emotional discussions between Mother Kausalya and Sri Ram. We saw how Mother Kausalya, she tried her best to stop Sri Ram by telling so many of her challenges. She said, "Oh, all my life I was waiting when my son will grow up and become king so that all my problems will disappear." Isn't it? In many places, in most of the times it happens that at home we hear such things that, oh, we faced so many problems. We just want our children to come up, take up responsibility and solve all our problems. So Kausalya was also waiting. She said, so many years. See, nobody treated me properly. Your father never took care of me properly. Now at least you, in your time, I'll see some happiness. Now you're saying you'll go to forest. What will happen to me? So all those things. So Sri Ram, how he handled the situation. He said, his mother, you have to tolerate such problems. Because he said, he's following the path of Dharma. And it's not right for anybody to stop when somebody is following on the path of Dharma. If Sri Ram is not on the path of Dharma, then what Kausalya says is correct. But because Sri Ram is taking the path of Dharma, so that path of Dharma is more superior to individual's problem. So that's what we heard. So now, Sri Ram was accompanied by his younger brother Lakshman all along. Lakshman came with Sri Ram to palace when Sumantra came and invited, your father wants to meet you. So along with Sri Ram, Lakshman was also there. He was at the doorstep. Lakshman heard what all Kaikeyi spoke to Sri Ram, and she said, you go to forest, Bharat will become king and all such things. So Lakshman was very angry. We heard that he was so angry, disappointed, he was disgusted. How can my father do this? And all that. But as a matter of etiquette, he didn't speak to Sri Ram, his younger brother. He's so angry, upset, is filled with, that anger towards Dasharat, Kaikeyi. He's so disappointed. He was dreaming to see Sri Ram as the king of Ayodhya and someone is trying to stop. So he was very disappointed. But he didn't get enough chance to talk to Sri Ram. There was no time or space and all that. And now he was speaking to Kausalya. And when Kausalya started crying and when she started giving so many reasons why Sri Ram should not go, then Lakshmana thought, oh, this is a good opportunity to share what I feel also. Because on his own, he cannot speak to Sri Ram like that. He can't give advice. He's a younger brother. Now we have to be careful. Now somebody will say, oh, you're my younger brother, follow like Lakshman. For that, you should be like Sri Ram. To expect such regards and respect, you should also behave like Sri Ram. So Lakshman, so he thought, okay, how can I say all these things to my brother Sri Ram? Now that Kausalya is saying, don't go, he thought, okay, and I will also speak something. Especially when Kausalya, she fell unconscious when she heard Sri Ram telling, no, I'm going to forest, and she fell unconscious. So he said, now I will also tell Sri Ram. So he said, Tatha to vilapatim tam Kausalya Rama mataram Rama Mataram, mother of Ram, Kausalya, Vilapatim, she was Vilapa, she was crying and lamenting like this, don't go, don't go. Vuvacha Lakshmano, Lakshmana started speaking. Why? Dinas Tatkala Sadrusham. Tatkal, he thought this is the appropriate time to speak. Till then he didn't get right time to speak. Vachaha, he spoke. Na rochate, he is telling this to Kausalya, he is not telling this to Sri Ram. He actually wants to tell Sri Ram, but he doesn't have the enough courage, enough, conviction, guts and courage to directly tell Sri Ram. So he's telling Kausalya, he's telling, yes, what you're telling is correct. Na rochate mama petya arye, oh great lady arye. Even I am not happy with this. Na rochate doesn't make me happy. Even I also feel that. Yad Raghavo Vanam. Raghava Vanam. He going to forest. Even I am not happy with this. Tyaktva Rajyashriyam. Giving up kingdom. Giving up Ayodhya. Going to forest. Even I am not happy about this. Gached Striya Vakya Vasham Gata. That to listening to that person who has come under the control of one lady. He has come under the influence of that Kaikeyi out of lust, and he is speaking something, that person Dasharath, and listening to him why he should go to forest. Even I don't agree with this. So Lakshmana is telling this to Kausalya. Viparitascha. The Dasharatha's buddhi has become viparita. He's become perverse. He has lost his mind. Pervert. His mind has become pervert. How strongly Lakshman speaks, tells how angry he was. Actually, very beautifully when you understand, you see how different people would have thought and felt about the situation. Different people are expressing it. And Sri Ram has to deal with everybody, right? Because it's not that I'm going to forest. No. Different people will have a different opinion about this decision. So now Lakshman, being very dear to Sri Ram, he loves Sri Ram, that we will see what all statement he makes about his love for Sri Ram. So he's saying that my father, Viparitascha, his buddhi has become pervert, right? Vriddhascha, on top of that he has become old enough. So you become old, you don't have control over your mind, you don't know what you speak, and then your buddhi has become perverse. Vishayescha, old, pervert, and too much interested in sense gratification even in the old age. That's why he is so much addicted to his wife, Kaikeyi. Pradarshita, he is controlled by her. Nripaha kimiva bruya chodyamana samanvita. He is incited by that Kaikeyi's lust. And then he is speaking all these things, and listening to him, going to forest is of no use. Why should he listen? Simply somebody says something. Nasya paradham pashyami. He's saying, my dear Kausalya, he's speaking to Kausalya. My dear mother Kausalya, Nasya paradham pashyami. I don't see Sri Ram has done any mistake. Why should he go to forest? Has he done any mistake? Okay, it is understandable. If he does mistake, you send him to forest. What mistake he has done? Nasya aparadham. He has not done any aparadham. Napi dosham. There is any fault. No fault, no mistake. Why should he go to forest? Yena nirvasyate rashtradvanavasaya raghava. I don't find any reason. I don't find any mistake, any fault, any offense. There is no need for him to go to forest. Natam pashyamyaham loke parokshamapi yo naraha. He says that, without doing any mistake. Punishing like this, first time I'm seeing. What is this? He has not done any mistake. Then he says, Deva Kalpam. This Sri Ram is like one Deva. He's not an ordinary person. Any parent should be so proud of having such a child. Deva Kalpam. You should, my son is so great, so good. He's like one Devata. Rujum, he's so straightforward, so simple-hearted. Dantam, he has full control over himself. My brother Sri Ram, Ripunam api vatsalam. Even Ram's enemies will be so nice to Ram. He's such a nice person. Avekshyamana ko dharmam tyajet putra karanad. Such a son, who will abandon like this to forest? Who will abandon? Who will send such a good son? You go to forest. Who will do unless until my father has become viparitascha vruddhascha vishayishascha. He has lost his intelligence. Tadidam vachanam ragnya punarbalyamupeyushaha. This Dasharath, he has become old, but he has become bala. He has become childish. What is the use? Becoming old, talking like a child. Putra ko hridaye kuryat rajam vrittam anusmaran. Nobody, whoever knows Rajaniti, nobody will accept this decision. He says that, before anybody comes to know this news, now only we know. This news will spread and it will become a big news. Before yavadeva na janati, everybody come to know, take your bow in your hand, we will set this all right. What is this? Then he says, Maya parshve sadhanusha. When I stand next to you, now he is telling to his brother. When I stand next to you, Maya parshve, parshvam inside. When I stand next to you, sadhanusha, holding my bow in my hand, who can face us? Sa samarthadikam kartum kritantas saiva tishtata. Nobody can face us. When you and me stand together, there is nobody who can stop us. Right? He said, Nirmanishyam imam sarvam Ayodhyam. I will finish everyone in this Ayodhya if they come and try to stop you. See how Lakshman is saying, I am with you. If anybody in Ayodhya dare to stop this Rajyabhishek, I will finish them off. I will finish entire Ayodhya. Karishyami sharais tikshnar yadi swastasya vipraye bharatasyata pakshova yovasya hitamichati. Anybody from that Bharat side come and try to stop this, even they will also see the same destination. So in this Dasharath, he is inspired by this, Kaikeyi. Dushta buddhi. He has got some, dushta buddhi. And he is making this kind of thing. Then he speaks something very strong word. Protsahitoyam kaikeyasya dushto yadina pitaha. That pita, our father, amitra bhuto nisangam vadhyam. I will kill Dasharath Maharaj today. So very strong words Lakshman is saying. Vadhyam, I will kill my father Dasharath. He has come under the influence of that Kaikeyi and tried to do such a horrible thing of sending you to forest. Either I will arrest him and put him into jail, or I will kill him. I will not allow this to happen. Then he gives reasons why he thinks like that. Because Lakshman is not some frivolous person to talk like that. He's also, coming from Raghukula Vamsha, trained under Vishwamitra, Vasishtha. He's not a loose talking person. He gives Shastric evidence why he speaks like this. Next he says why he says he should kill that Dasharath or arrest him for talking all this nonsense. He says Guror apya avaliptasya karya akaryam ajanam. Even he may be a guru. Avaliptasya. He has become very proud or intoxicated with power, position, and he doesn't know karya, akarya, what to do, what not to do. Such guru, utpatam, when he start creating problem, pratipannasya karyam, bhavati shasanam. Such, he may be my guru, but if he doesn't know right, wrong, and he start doing all wrong things, he is such a person also, we have to punish him. That's what Shastra says. Your guru, as long as you're following the right path. Like Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya. Shukracharya told Bali Maharaj, don't give charity to Vamana. See, Vamana will take everything and go away. He said, so what? He is Mahavishnu. He has come and he is asking me, I should give everything to Vishnu. He said, no, don't give. If you give everything, what will happen? He said, how can you stop me like this? You should supposed to tell me when Vishnu comes and asks, we should give everything. Instead of that, you are telling me, no, don't give. So I reject you as my guru. So Lakshmana is telling, Guror api, even though they may be superior, guru, whoever it is, aliptasya, They are telling something wrong. Then I have to reject him. That is why I am rejecting this Dasharath. Balamesha krimashritya hetum va purusharshaba datumichami kaikayam rajyam sthitamidam tava. He says that on what strength Dasharath Maharaj thinks that he can take this Rajya and give it to Kaikeyi? What he thinks? Is he thinking he is more powerful? He is already old. He can anyway not fight with us. Who will support him if he goes and tells somebody that, I'm making a Bharat king and I'm sending Ram for who will support him? He doesn't have people support. He doesn't have strength. He doesn't have anything. And what support he is thinking that I'll send you to forest, and he's telling you also, you go to forest. Like, when somebody is, okay, मेरे पास बहुत पैसा है, इसलिए मैं ऐसे बात करता हूँ. So, क्या कारण क्या है? I mean, like, how is he thinking? He doesn't have any support. And still he's thinking like that. He says that by going against us, creating enmity with us, he can never give Ayodhya to Bharat, he's saying. He says, and then again he turns toward Kausalya. He says very emotionally, he says this to Kausalya. This tells how much he was so loving towards Sri Ram. He says, Anuraktosmi bhavena bhrataram devi tattvataha satyena dhanusha chaiva datyeništena te shape. Shape means I swear. Devi, Kausalya Devi, shape, I swear. Listen to me. He says that whatever satya, dana, dharma, yaga I have done so far in my life, I swear on all that, and I'll tell you this. What is that? Deeptam agni aranyam. If Ram is entering fire, if Ram has to enter into fire, be rest assured, first I will be entering before him, he says. Then he says, Aranyam, if he has to go to forest, I will be the first person who will put the first step into the forest. Don't be worried. This is my commitment to Sri Ram. Deeptam Agni Aranyam va Yadi Rama Pravekshati. Before Ram enters fire, I will enter fire. Before Ram enters forest, I will enter the forest. Pravishtam Tatramam Devi Tvam Purvamamadharaya. You will see this. I will not give up my support to Sri Ram. Don't worry. You're worrying. You're feeling very bad. Please don't worry. Ram is not alone. Actually, Lakshman, he's venting out. He had so much of that anger, upset, frustration, or whatever it is, because it felt so unjust. Anya, it is unacceptable. Like he's saying, what mistake, what aparad Sri Ram has done. Okay, when he does aparad, at least I can think, yeah, Ram did mistakes, so what can be done? Ram has done no mistake. How can you ask him to go to forest? So he's very angry. Hanishye pitaram vruddham kaikeya syaktamanasam. So kripanam chastiram balam vruddha bhavena garhitam. Today I will kill that Dasharath Maharaj. I will kill him. He cannot do all these things. He cannot send Sri Ram to forest. It will never happen. Don't worry. He's telling this to Kausalya. Now, when he spoke all this thing, Sri Ram is listening. See, Sri Ram is listening all this rant. He is like seeing somebody is angrily speaking. Actually, Lakshman is speaking out of his intense love for Sri Ram. Isn't it? Why is he so angry? Why is he so upset? Because he's, you see his love. He says that before Ram, I will enter fire. Before Ram, I will go to forest. This is his love and attachment to Sri Ram. So let us understand what Lakshman is speaking from the Shastra point of view. Because there are a lot of Dharma intricacies are there. So Dharma Shastra says, if anything happens to you, you should tolerate. You should tolerate. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Tan titikshva bharat. Titikshva, tolerate it. But when something wrong happens to your superiors, when something wrong happens with your worshipable people, superiors, that you should not tolerate. So now Lakshman, is he doing something wrong by talking like this? Because if you see, he's not fighting for himself. He's not saying, oh, what is this? My position is gone. No, he's fighting for Ram. According to Shastra, it looks correct. You should be angry. Like Hanuman tolerated all the nonsense that Ravan and his ministers were doing in Lanka. When Hanuman was in the assembly, they were insulting him and so many things, and Hanuman didn't take it seriously. The moment they started speaking something bad about Sri Ram, Hanuman said, now Lanka is finished. I will burn this Lanka. I will not tolerate this. He got angry. So Acharyas explain there are 3 types of anger. We see Lakshman is very angry, right? So the anger, there are 3 types. Sattvika kopa, sattvic anger, rajasic anger, tamasic anger. So what kind of anger it is that Lakshman is expressing? He's not cribbing for his loss. He is upset and all that. He is saying, I want Sri Ram to be the king. And he is my brother. First of all, Sri Ram is brother. So fighting for his superior is correct. On top of that, Sri Ram is a supreme lord. And if somebody is trying to insult the supreme lord, a devotee cannot keep quiet. A devotee has to be ready even to give up his life. So Lakshman is saying, I will fight. I will do everything. But I will not. So when Lakshman is speaking all these things, is it correct? Is it correct? Why Sri Ram is going to oppose this? Because Lakshman is doing correct only, no? He's not fighting for himself. How do we understand this? If he is speaking correct, then Sri Ram should listen to him. He should agree to him. So that is why Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya. Guhya. Dharma is very confidential. It's not so easy to understand. It looks right. But what are the intricacies of dharmas? Why, Shira, all this is happening so that ordinary people like us, we will learn dharma through all these examples. When you carefully hear and analyze and understand behavior of Lakshman, behavior of Kausalya, behavior of Sri Ram, behavior of Dasharath, behavior of Kaikeyi, we learn the different layers of dharma. Because at the end of life, we have to surrender ourselves to the supreme dharma set by the Lord. We can't be adharmis in our life. So Lakshman is correct in his thinking. He is giving Vedic evidence. He may be guru, he may be father, but he is doing adharma. So that's why I want to kill him, I want to arrest him, I want to punish him. And he's speaking all as a son normally can't speak like this. This is not a correct behavior, but he's speaking because he's saying, I have right to speak. He has done something wrong. So the example is in Mahabharata, when Draupadi Vastrapaharan was happening. Take a similar example. What mistake she did? Did she go and play that game? No, it was not her choice. Why she was unnecessarily dragged and mistreated and insulted, right? If you say the similar example from Mahabharata, like now Ram, for no mistake, is being punished. Like that, Draupadi did not do any mistake. It is not her choice to play all that and all. But she was unnecessarily dragged into this, isn't it? At that time, so many people are sitting and watching. When Draupadi is asking, please stop, please stop, please stop. This is adharma. But some people are sitting quiet, they don't know. Some people they know but they can't do anything. So that time, keeping quiet when adharma was happening is a aparadh. What was going on was adharma. Why it was adharma? Because for Duryodhana, Draupadi is worshipable lady. She is a wife of Yudhishthir. She is a sister-in-law. Yudhishthir is a elder brother to Duryodhana. Elder brother's wife is like mother. You can't behave like with elder brother's wife. You're dragging her. You're trying to make her naked in public, talking all kinds of disrespectful words to her. And all these things, adharma was going on. And so many people are sitting quiet and watching. It is aparadh. You have to get angry. You have to get angry and protest and try to stop it. Like the Lakshman is doing. Isn't it? So, always when you see adharma happening, especially adharma happening to superiors, to right people, and all those things, we should protest, we should get angry, and that is called sattvika krodha. It is, according to Shastra, acceptable. It is approved. But in the case of Lakshmana, it is not correct. That we will understand. Sri Ram will speak that. Why Lakshmana is not correct. See, very clearly, what goes wrong with us, we should tolerate. But when we see wrong happening to someone else, we have to fight against it. We have to protest it. So Shastra always says, oh, something wrong happening to someone else, simply keep quiet and simply watch like a bystander. No. For if something wrong happening to you, you think it is my karma, I should tolerate, it is for my purification and accept it. But you see something wrong happening to others, especially to superiors and all that, you should protest it. Try to stop that, and that's what Lakshman is trying to do. Now Sri Ram heard all these things. So he didn't pay attention to Lakshman immediately. First he spoke to his mother, because first Kausalya spoke, and then in between Lakshmana spoke. It's like two people ganged up. They tried to stop Ram. No, you cannot go to forest and all these things. So he spoke to his mother and he said, no, see, this is not correct what you are saying. That we heard in the previous week how he convinced his mother. Then he turns himself, Ram turns himself to Lakshman and he says, so he says that, no, I am going to forest, right? And then by hearing this, Ram is saying that he wants to go to forest. Tava Lakshmana janami, Lakshmana janami. I know. In Hindi also they say, janta hu. Janami. Tava Lakshmana, Lakshmana, I know you. My sneham anuttamam. You have topmost love for me, affection for me. Anuttamam, and I'm aware of this. I know how much you love me. I know this. Vikramam chaiva sattvam cha chedascha sudurasadam. I know how much powerful you are also. I know how powerful you are. I know how much you love me. All these things I'll tell you. Now he says, see, Mama matur maha dukkam matulam shubha Lakshmana. My mother, she doesn't know the rahasya of the dharma. So she is feeling bad and she's going through dukkha and she's speaking all those things. And now I can understand that she's feeling like that. Abhiprayam vijnaya satyascha shamasya cha. Don't you know that I can never do wrong? If I am telling that I'll go to forest, don't you? You're telling me that, oh, I love you and I so much. Don't you know that I will never do adharma? And if I am telling that I have to do this, that means have you not understood me properly? You're telling, oh, this is all, you cannot do this. You should know your brother will never do adharma. Vijnaya, have you not understood me properly? Satyascha, I always follow Satya. I am not doing this because, my father told and all this thing. Whether my father tells me this because he has come under the lust, he has come under the influence of Kaikeyi, it doesn't matter. For what reason he tells? Because of old age, Buddhi Brahmana is saying, because of Kaikeyi's influence. If he's saying, and in whatever he says, if there is dharma, I will follow. Oh, he's old man, so he's saying, it doesn't matter. But what he says, there is dharma, I will follow. Because of Kaikeyi is saying, maybe, but what they're saying, there is dharma, I have to follow. I have to follow dharma finally. All this reasoning that you're giving is old man, he has come under influence, whatever it may, that is all your conclusion. See, whatever Lakshmana said, that Dasharatha is like this, that is his conclusion. That is his interpretation. It is his conclusion. That is not the reality. Why Ram is not supporting Lakshmana's claim is because Dharma bandena baddhosmi. Dasharatha said, Dharma bandena baddhosmi. Dasharatha is not asking Ram to go to forest so that he can remain in the Simhasana and again continue to be a king and enjoy that. No. Dasharatha 100 times told, I will die if Ram goes to forest. Without Ram, I can't live even 1 minute. Even though it is that painful, he's still doing it because Dharma Baddhena Bandhu. He's saying that Dharma Baddha, I'm bound by Dharma. I have to follow Dharma. It is Dharma that because of Dharma, that Dashrath is doing this, not because of Kaikeyi's influence, not because of, there's already enough discussion has happened this. So Lakshmana may be feeling like that, Kama, Vriddhascha, Viparitascha and all. But that is not the real reason. Why? That is why Ram is saying, don't you know that I will never follow wrong path? Because there is Dharma in what Dashrath is saying, so I have to follow this. Don't think that I am sentimentally simply following my father's order. Father order is not what nowadays people keep saying. No, you see, Ram followed parents. Ram followed the parents' instruction, which is Dharma. Because later we will see when Ram was going to forest, he's sitting in the Ratha. Dasharatha said, don't go. And then he's telling the chariot driver, Sumantra, don't drive. I am the king. I am ordering you. Then Ram is saying, listen to me. Don't stop. Go. So if you're listening to your father, you should not go, no. You're a Pitru Akya Paripalaka, right? You should stop. Why is Ram going? Ram is interested in following the Dharma. That Dharma is spoken by Dasharath, who is his father. Our commitment is to Dharma. Not that my father, my mother, my uncle, aunt, my husband, my wife, that is secondary always. Our loyalty, our commitment is to Dharma. Somewhere I came across one video. There was somebody who was giving a marriage advice on that video. I found it a very interesting advice, whoever wants to get married. So he said that don't marry people because they tell you, oh, I like you. That is why I want to marry you. All these things. Tomorrow their likes may change. You should marry if they say, I am loyal to Dharma. Because the loyalty to Dharma will not change. Because of their loyalty to Dharma, you can expect that because of Dharma, they'll be with you. But if they say, I like you, tomorrow their like may change. They may stop liking you and start liking someone else. Isn't it? Oh, I'm very impressed by you. Okay, you may be impressed by me today, tomorrow someone else will impress you. But if you say, my loyalty is to Krishna, my commitment is to Krishna, my promise is to Krishna, so for Krishna, you can expect such a person will be with us. So like that, the Lord Sri Ram's commitment, surrender, loyalty is to Dharma. Then comes father, mother and all these things. That is what he's saying. So Sri Ram is saying, I am not saying all these things because he's my father. What he says, there is Dharma, so I have to follow this. So he says in all these things. And then Ram also says, both now, Kausalya and Lakshmana, Anumanyasvam mam devi gamisyantamito vanam shapitasi mama pranai. I swear on my life and I tell you I'll go to forest. Lakshman is saying I'll swear. Kausalya is saying I swear I'll die. So now Ram is saying I swear mama pranaha. I swear on my life I'll tell you I will go to forest and no one can stop me because I am committed to Dharma. Then mother, father will all come later. You're telling me so many of your problem. I understand. I feel for it. But not more than Dharma. So next what he says, Shoka Sandharyartam. Please tolerate your shoka, your sadness. I know you're all upset. Tolerate it. Learn to accept it. Because now I have to follow Dharma. When he spoke like this, then this increased Lakshmana's anger even more. He became even more angry. First he became upset. And actually it's very beautifully captured by Valmiki Rishi. Athattam vyathaya deenam. By hearing Ram's this determination, deenam, it made Lakshman very miserable. Very sad. Vyathaya, very sad. Savivesha marshitam. Tvashandamiva nagendram rosha visparitekshanam. Like there is one ant hill, where snake lives. And if somebody takes one stick, danda, and put inside and do like this, that snake is on its own, it is there. Now it become rosha. Become angry. The snake becomes so angry and, it's like hissing and it's ready to bite. Like that, Lakshmana got angry. Nagendram, he's breathing like that angry snake. And asadhya ramam, saumitrim, suhridam, bhrataram priyam. And then, he's very angry and upset hearing this. What is this? Ram saying that I'll go to forest. So Sri Ram saw Lakshman is angry like this. So what he did, Lord Ram, Asadhya Rama Saumitrim, son of Sumitra, this Lakshmana, he caught him, he embraced him tightly, Bhrataram Priyam, very lovingly he embraced him. And then he said, Vuvache idam, Sri Ram said, Dhairyena dharayan, be patient. Why are you becoming angry like this? Don't listen to your angry mind. Dhairyena dharayan sattvamatmavan. Listen to my words. Nigrihya rosham. Control your anger. See, Sri Ram is saying, control your anger. Shokam. Control your sad feelings. Dhairyamashritya kevalam. Learn to have patience. We are all royal family. This kind of things happen. You should be patient. Avamanam nirasyemam. Don't see everything from avamana. Right? He says, upakluptam hi. He says that what you do is that, please go out. My mother has made so many arrangement for my Rajyabhishek. Please go and tell everybody, stop that arrangement. Because once my mother goes out and sees all these things, she'll become even more upset by seeing all that. It happens to all of us. We make so many arrangements. If that doesn't happen, by seeing all that, we feel even more bad. Arey, I did this for them. I did this. They didn't come only. They didn't. So he said, please go and inform everyone. Stop all the arrangement. Otherwise, my mother will simply see all that and she'll become upset. And then he says that, see, I don't want to see Kaikeyi feeling anything bad. See how Ram is saying. He's so concerned about even Kaikeyi should not go through any dukkha that I'm unnecessarily, staying here and making all these plans, how to stop this and all. I don't want all those things. So now the discussion is a very interesting discussion. The discussion between Ram and Lakshman. Now Ram will speak one philosophy and Lakshman will speak another countering philosophy. So Ram says, that, why Lakshman? Why I'm telling you don't be angry? You see, this is all destined. It's all destiny. A vidhi likhit hai. It's already pre-decided. Otherwise, Satya Satyabhisandascha Nityam Satya Parakrama. He's saying that lady, Kaikeyi, she's such a nice lady. Such good woman she is. If she had to do like this, and ordinarily, you think, no, how it is possible? It is simply our destiny. According to destiny, it is happening like that. Right? So, that's why don't worry. He says that from here, I'll directly go to forest. And then, Kritantastaiva saumitre drashtavyo matpravasane rajyasya cha vitirnasya punareva nivartane. It's all because of vidhi, destiny, right? If this destiny was not there, how will Kaikeyi get this, right? And then he says that even my father Kaikeyi saying all these things, all because of destiny. Without destiny, without influence of that Daiva, all these things are not possible. And he says, Lakshmana, you're telling, we will fight, we'll do all these things. Who can go against their destiny and fight? Who can go against destiny, your fate? Can you fight against your fate? That is not possible, right? Simply, why are you talking all these things? And then he says, Sukha, Dukkhe, Baya, Krodha, Labha, Labho, Bhava, Abhao, Yaccha Kinchit Tata Bhutam, Nanu Daivasya Karmatad. All these things are simply result of Daiva, destiny. We have to just accept it. And then, like this, he's speaking. And then actually, Lakshman becomes very happy to hear this. Lakshman becomes happy to hear this. Iti bruvate rame tu Lakshmano dhidarashiramuhu dhyatva madhyam jugameva manasa dukkha harshaya. He was sad also, he was happy also. He's sad to see how Ram is thinking. He's happy because you're talking like this, now I'll defeat you by giving arguments. What is all destiny you're talking? Right now I will defeat you. I will convince you. Good, no, when you tell what is going on in your mind so that I can defeat you. I can change your mind. That's how we all, kya hai, batao, na batao. Because we want to change your mind. So Lakshmana, this is how you're thinking. Now I will change. I will change your mind. Actually, while all this is going on, one very interesting thing we should do. How interesting. You see, beginning we heard Lakshmana did not dare to speak to Sri Ram even though he's angry. Only when he saw Kausalya was speaking, so he also added his words. That too, as if he is speaking to Kausalya, he was not speaking to Ram. Even now he is angry, he is upset, he wants to speak to Sri Ram. But how he was speaking to Sri Ram, etiquette and behavior and the culture, Valmiki very beautifully captures that. Agrahastam vidunvamsto hasti hastamivatmanaha tirya gurdhvam sharire cha patagitva shirodharam. He is keeping his head down while he's speaking. He's not looking at his brother out of anger and arguing. Even when he's speaking to Sri Ram, disagreeing with him, doing all these things, he's keeping his head down. He's keeping his head down. Agrakshnya vikshnamanastu. He's bending his head down and he's seeing side. He's not seeing straight. He's not seeing eye to eye. He's not seeing face to face. Because that is not a proper culture to talk like that. Especially when you talk to your superiors, when you talk to your authorities, we cannot raise your voice, you cannot argue with them, you can't counteract them, you cannot do all that. This is Vedic culture is not accepted. But still, you can express your opinion. It's not that you can't express your opinion, but there is a way to express that. Today how we do not have this culture. At home you can see how children talk to their parents and students talk to teachers. Everywhere this culture is lost. But you see this culture and Valmiki has recorded that culture. While Lakshman is not agreeing to what Sri Ram is speaking, because he is an individual, he can agree, disagree, that freedom always exists. But how do you express your disagreement? There is a etiquette, there is a culture. That has to be followed for a civilized society. He's saying that Shirodharam, keep your head down, and he is not straight, he is not eye to eye, and it is basically a challenging body language. I don't care you body language, or how dare you? No, not like that. I want to express my disagreement with all my respectful behavior. And this is the respectful behavior. It's very beautiful. Then he says, Asthane sambhravo yasya jato vaisumahayanayam dharmadosha prasangena lokasyanati shankayah. He says that, I don't understand what kind of dharma you are seeing in this. You keep on telling going to forest is dharma, going to forest is dharma. What dharma are you seeing in this? What is this dharma? Only weak people speak like this. Lakshmana is telling to Sri Ram, these weak people, Ashakta, those who don't have capacity, anyway they know I cannot win. They say, it's okay, no, let them only do. It's okay, fine, let them go. Because I know I can't win. I can't really fight. So internally, so you say, it's okay, no, let's follow ahimsa. Let's be very peaceful and all this thing. So Lakshmana is saying, Katam hetat sambhratasya tvido vaktumarhati yatha daivam shaundiram kshatriya sharbha. Is saying that Ram, so powerful, so capable, so competent, you can't talk like this. This is the language spoken by cowards. What you are talking is a philosophy of cowards. Person like you should not talk like this. You see, this is a very interesting thing. When somebody has decided that they want to now follow seriously the highest dharma, paro dharma, as per Ramayana, Srimad Bhagavatam, paro dharma. I want to surrender to Krishna. I want to serve Krishna. I want to dedicate, and like Sri Rama, he wants to dedicate his life for dharma. So many people will come and tell. I've heard this so many people. Let's say somebody, one young man has decided, I want to serve the Lord. I want to offer my life in the service of the Lord. So the people will come and tell, what is this nonsense? You know what? You know why you want to be a sadhu? Because you're a coward. You are telling, I don't want job, I don't want this bungalow and this and that, because you are incapable person. That is why you are talking all these things. So Lakshman is speaking that philosophy. These incapable people talk like this. Oh, it's dharma and all this thing. He is saying that Kim nama kripanam daivam ashaktam abhishamsasi. Ashakta, those ashaktas, incapable people, they give this reason of daiva, destiny and all, then they keep quiet. Not a person like you, who is Shaundira, Kshatriya, Shabha. You are a king among all the kings. He says that Papayoste katham nama tayo shankana vidyate. He's saying that Sri Ram said, see, I don't have any doubt on Kaikeyi and Dasharatha and all. I don't have any doubt. They are following Dharma. Lakshman is saying is that Kaikeyi, Dasharatha, they are sinful people. They are sinful people. You are telling, oh, I don't doubt them. I don't doubt them. But you should doubt them. Santi dharmo padasakta dharmatman kimna buddhyase. I don't know why you are not doubting them. He says, tayo sucharitam swartham. You know what, Ram? It's all pre-planned. It's all pre-planned. Shatyat parijirharshato. It's all pre-planned. It is simply drama and the duplicity of father and that Kaikeyi. Already they have planned everything earlier only. But you are an elder son, no? They cannot tell you we will not make you a king. So they made this sajish plan. Oh, we'll make Ram as a king and all these things. So everybody thought, oh, Dasharatha will make Ram as a king. Then you bring this one turn and twist and tell, no, I had given on some promise long ago. Now Kaikeyi suddenly remembered. When did Dasharatha give promise? And how come Kaikeyi remembers that now only? You are not able to see all this plan and plotting and all this thing. I don't know why you don't have any doubt, but I have full doubt. I have full doubt on this. Tayo sucharitam swartham. Well planned, selfish plan it is. Sucharitam swartham. They're so selfish. They're so, mean-minded people. They made very proper plan. Shatyat, duplicit people. Right? Tayo prageva dattascha swadhyara prakritascha. He's saying all this is, he's saying, Loka vidvishvamarabdham tvadanyasyabhishechanam notsahe sahitum veera tatrame kshantum arhasi. He's saying that whatever Abhishek, Rajya Abhishek has to happen to you, and that they're giving to someone else, and I will not tolerate this. And then why he says, why Lakshman is saying, Ram said we should tolerate. He said, I'll not tolerate. Why? Yene yamagata dvaidam tava buddhim marhase sahime dharmo mamadvesha prasangadyapi mahyasi. He says that dharma, you're saying all these things. This is not dharma, this is papa. You have come under illusion. Now Lakshman is telling Sri Ram, you have come under illusion. Some papa karma you're thinking in your mind. Dharma and all. Katam tva karmana shakta Kaikeyi vashavartina. Then he's saying that this father Dasharatha, who has come under the influence of Kaikeyi vashavartini, Vasha has come under him. Pitravakyam idham mishyam vigarhitam. You are capable, no? You are very powerful, you are very strong. You can aram say control this. Then why are you talking all this daiva and dharma and all these things? No. This Rajyabhisheka is stopping not because of dharma, it is because of their pre-plan. It is their pre-plan. So, tavayam dharma samyogo lokasyasya vigarhita. This dharma that you are talking, nobody is going to accept it. Everybody is going to scold this. You see how Lakshmana is speaking out exactly. Even today people say that. You go to people and say that, see, I want to follow Krishna consciousness, and immediately people will say, nobody is going to agree to this. What is this? You should earn money, you should become rich, you should become big, you should become famous, you should marry, you should, get some all this thing. Oh, this is what is this? Like on weak person you're telling, right? They'll say, is something wrong with you or what? No. If you're competent, if you're powerful, if you're talented, if you're capable, go out, do all these things. Why are you talking like one weak person? He says that, Manasapi katham kamam kuryastvam kamavrittayo tayostvahirtir yonirtvam shatro pitra bhidanayo. Simply namesake his father, namesake she is mother. Now Lakshmana is taunting Ram. He's saying, see your mother Kaikeyi. He's calling your mother Kaikeyi and your father Dasharath, they're only namesake father and mother. They are doing whatever they want to do and you're not understanding that. And you're simply calling Dharma and all these things. Even according to you, even if it is Daiva, destiny, he says that we have to fight against this Daiva. Viklabo, Viryahina, those who have no capacity, they will accept all this Daiva, Daivam Paryupasate. I will not accept. Then he gives his philosophy. Daivam Purushakarena. With human effort, you can change anything in this world. Now Lakshmana is saying, with our hard work, with our effort, with my whatever capacity, we can change even Daiva, destiny. Daivam Purushakarena ya samartha prabadhutam na daivena vipannartam purusha sovasidati. No. They said, drakshanti tvadya daivasya purusham purushasya cha. That let everybody watch today whether this destiny will win or my capacity will win. You are telling, no, we can't do anything because it's all happening because of destiny. We should just accept it. Today you will see, and everyone will see in Ayodhya, whether destiny will win or my efforts will win. Because I'm not going to stop. I'll put my efforts. Right? Whoever thought today Rajyabhisheka will stop, they will see how Rajyabhisheka will happen today. They will see that. Atyanta ankushamivodhamam gajam madodbalatam. Just like when you release an elephant from the chain or whatever, they tie, and ankusha means you control it and keep it. When you remove all those control, how elephant enters a place and destroys everything, like that I will enter everywhere and destroy this destiny. And you will see that. Lokapala samastaste nadhya ramabhishechanam. Lokapala. All these dikpatis. There are 8 directions, and there are controllers for 8 directions. All those 8 directors of the directions will see your Rajyabhisheka will happen today. No one can. When those people only will helplessly watch, what will your father Dasharath will see? He is trying to stop. Then he says, whoever made a plan to send you to forest for 14 years, the same people will go to forest for 14 years. I will make that happen. I will make that happen, right? I will destroy their desire to send you to forest. Mad balena viruddhaya na swadhyai avalambam tata. That whatever is bringing dukkha to you, Rama, that you are telling Daiva, that Daiva will lose its, whatever strength, because I am going to fight. He says that not only you will be the king, you will rule this Ayodhya for thousands of years. After you, Urdhvam Varsha Sahasrante Prajapalyam Anantara. After you, your children will become king. What they are thinking? They are thinking that you will not be king. Not only you become king, your children in the future, they will also become king, and I will make that happen. Aryaputra Karishyanti Vanavasam Gatetvai. They will go to forest, you will become the king. Purvam Rajarshi Vrittahi. So like this, Lakshman is saying, no, we should not accept this philosophy of, some superior arrangement and all. We should put our efforts. We should put our efforts. Not simply like a timid and this covered person philosophy, it's already predestined and all this thing. So how do we understand this conversation of Ram's statement and Lakshmana's statement? It's a very interesting statement because sometimes it appears in our life also like that. Is it that I'm accepting because of my weakness? Is it that I'm incapable? So anyway, I'm thinking in my mind, anyway, I can't do this. So better something else I'll do. No. So Sri Ram gives answer. You see, when it is Dharma Marga, if it is Dharma Marga, then this what you're talking is correct. Paurusha Karena. Our efforts have to be put when it is as per Dharma, as per the will of the God. The God desires it. God wants it. That time nobody should sit down and think, no, if there is a will, if God wills, it will happen. Why should I put my efforts? That time he should not talk like a weak person. Anyway, if Krishna wants, he will make the Ekadashi happen. Now we know Krishna wants you to do Upavas on Ekadashi. For that you have to put your efforts. You have to put your, as Lakshmana is saying, no, I can't say, if God, like some people, sometimes we meet and say, why don't you come to temple? If God wants, I'll come. They are talking like, looks like Ram. No, that is not what Ram meant. If God wants you to come, then as Lakshmana said, you have to put all your efforts in that direction. That is where Purusha Prayatna will give result. Will of the God plus your efforts. Then that is correct. If will of the God is not there, in that direction, if you put some effort, it is of no use. So Sri Ram is saying, this Ram going to forest is a will of the God. Who is God? He himself is a God. He has come for a purpose. Dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. Isn't it? There are so many people waiting for Sri Ram for their deliverance. Ram has to go and deliver paritranaya sadhunam. There are so many wicked people, Rakshasas, waiting to be killed by Ram. Vinashaya cha dushkritam. Dharma sthapana has to happen. All the wrong people should be taught lesson. So there is a bigger plan. That is a will of the God. No one can go against that will. So that is why Sri Ram said, see, there is some bigger plan. You have to accept it. So Lakshmana is saying what? No, we should not do like this. We should put our effort. So how do we understand both? Because both are correct. So how do we understand? We should put Purusha Prayatna, our human endeavors, without any compromisation, where there is a will of the God. The God has put, like for example, Krishna has told, you should come back to me. In this Manushya Janma, you should come back to Vaikuntha, Golok, Vrindavan, get moksha. So already God has told. And it is a will of the God. Now, okay, if God desires, I will anyway go to Vaikuntha. I'll not do anything. No, now you have to put your efforts to chant, to read Bhagavad Gita, do Ekadashi, do Tapasya, do Sadhana. That is Purusha Prayatna, as Lakshmana is saying. I cannot sit quiet like a weak person. You can't say, no, I'm sorry, I'm so weak, I can't attend Mangalarti. I'm very weak, I cannot do Upavas. Then Lakshmana is saying, you are like a coward. You can't talk, I'm a weak and all. Why? Already will of the God is there. Now you put every effort to make that happen. If the will of the God is not there, don't put your efforts there. It will be of no use. Because in future we will see when Ravan comes and kidnaps Sita. So Ram could have told it's all destiny, Destiny came and kidnapped Sita. What can we do? What can we? We should just accept it. He said, no. What efforts he put? He built bridge over the ocean. There is nobody who can match that kind of attempt. That much effort Ram put at that time. Because what is will of the God? That you have to follow. Will of the God is there, then you put your efforts. Will of the God is not there, don't put your efforts. So when Lakshmana spoke all, Ram gave this answer. And then he said, my dear Lakshmana, I have decided. You're very dear to me. I appreciate your love. I appreciate your affection. I understand you're very capable. But because Maharaj Dasharath is on the path of Dharma, I have to follow his order. So I have to go to forest. If you really understand me, you be at least this clarity. Have this clarity that Ram will never do that is adharma. If I have decided that I have to go to forest, it means it has to be dharma. I will never do adharma. So you don't misunderstand me, right? So in this way, Sri Ram even convinced Lakshman also. See how to follow the path of dharma, not easy. We have to first have our own conviction. Sri Ram has crystal clear clarity in his life that he is doing correct. See how many people are telling don't do that. Dasharath himself is saying, to the extent that if you go, I may die. Kausalya is saying, I'm your mother. Whole life I went through problem. Now you take care of me. I may die also. Now Lakshman is saying, no, he didn't cry and all. He said, I will go and fight with everyone. None of these things change the mind of Sri Ram. He has crystal clear clarity. I have to follow the path of Dharma. That is the kind of confidence, conviction we should all develop. Not that, I think I should do. Then I'll talk to my mother. Oh no, I think I should not. Then again I'll talk to someone else. I think I should not like this. Sri Ram was never confused. And everybody, whether it is Dasharath or Kausalya or Lakshmana, now we will see Sita and later Vasishtha and so many people. Everybody was telling Ram, don't do this. But Ram convinced everyone because he is clear. Those themselves are clear. What is dharma and what is the correct thing to do? No matter how much opposition comes outside, no matter how much resistance comes outside, no matter how many people try to stop you, nobody can stop you from following dharma because you are on the path of dharma like Sri Ram. Said, I swear on my life that no one can stop me from going to forest because it is dharma. So like that, when we read Bhagavad Gita, what is dharma we have to understand. Develop that kind of confidence and conviction like Ram to follow that. Not people laugh at me, people criticize me, somebody will scold me. None of these things should change our mind, change our heart, change our decision. I have to follow. This is pleasing to Guru, pleasing to Krishna, and this is a right thing to do. It may be displeasing to someone. It may be making somebody upset, sad. That is all right. They have to tolerate that. As long as I am taking the path of dharma, all that matters is that. So this is Ram's conviction. We'll stop here. Shri Valmiki Ramayana ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.